Nice one. Thank you so much, Ada. So tell me, Linda, what else do you think the government can do? Because right now the brunt lies with the government. They cannot just say they are taking off NYSC. There are reasons why they should do that, but then they are not giving, the young graduates other options. What else do you think they can do?
Yes, it still lies on the government. The system is already fractured.
Too fractured.
It's too fractured. It starts from the leadership. They are scrapping NYSC. For me, it's like it has more good than bad in it, because it actually helps a lot of youth, though at a certain point, just like she said. But I think what they should do in this state of NYSC, the insecurity is everywhere. Yes, which they have not targeted, they have not worked
doing anything about
it at all. Fine. In this, my suggestion is that in these 3 weeks of camping, during that campaign orientation camp and everything, both the side, the government agencies and their parastatals, security agencies, they should come right there, make an avenue where every youth or any youth that every graduate that wants to join should put down their name. After their 1-year primary assignments, they are going
to absorb them
straight to the army, police, air force, navy. The ones that want to do other jobs, civil service, teaching, federal jobs, they should start holding all of this.
So speaking of holding, when you said civil service, what came to my mind was federal character. The usual federal character in Nigeria, where you graduate, you say you want to go and get a federal job. They'll send you to Abuja, and then you start going through all the bottlenecks, and then a graduate
all
of
those
yesterday,
formalities.
They're telling you to bring 7 years experience.
It's crazy.
It's very, very crazy. So what's one of the key objectives of that NYSC is to enable a young graduate, a young Nigerian citizen who has attained a certain level of education to be able to get employment,
even if as a local government,
even if it's as a local government. But that
woefully.
thing has not been achieved.
Can I come in?
Yes.
I think our population, let me start by saying this, is a blessing and a curse.
Okay.
Now, we are very, very plenty. I don't have the exact data.
Like
Nigeria
40 to
we don't even
60
have
million last census.
We don't even have accurate data.
Actually, we don't have
the last
data,
time
yeah.
we conducted census.
Even when
never
they
been
did.
counted.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, census has been this almost 12 years
Exactly.
now.
I've
Because I
never been
remember 2006 or 7, I was waiting for my WAEC.
Okay.
That was when they counted census.
I wasn't counted.
Yeah, so we now counted 10 years. We now counted 10 years from then. I was like, during my service, supposed to be when the next census supposed to occur. I was even thinking during service we are going to work with the census
now
body.
The population that we have, I think we shouldn't just rest the burden on our government. I think parents as well, they have roles to play.
Of course.
Now we have parents that just feel you should do the primary jobs.
Yes.
Like my child should be a lawyer, my child should be
have
a
to get an
doctor,
office
or
work,
a pilot, or this, or a banker. No, it doesn't.
anymore.
With the state of the country, I think we shouldn't just leave everything for our government to do. Now, when you have a child, yes, you want your child to go to school to know the basic things, to know how to reply letters, mails, and apply for things. But then, I think parents should also inculcate the habit of acquiring skills their kids, so that
not underplay them.
Do you get so that the burden can reduce on the government? Now, if parents actually do that, okay, my child is in secondary school now. After school, you're done with school at 2-3 p.m. 4 to 6, go learn how to sew. 4 to 6, go learn how to make shoes. I know how to make shoes and chairs. Yeah, I learned carpentry and how to sew shoes from my dad.
Wow.
But today, I work on the radio. So I'm actually going to have that on my kids as well. So if your certificate can't give you a job,
your skills
should help you.
So it shouldn't just be on the government. I'm not trying to make an excuse for them, but they also have a lot of things to do. And let's not forget that the government are Nigerians.
And people, that's where I was coming to. The government constitutes of people. We make up the government. So it's just what it is.
And the reality is, proximity tells in everything. As a government that they are, now they have family members.
Of course.
They're going to care for themselves first.
First and
then
foremost.
Their family.
Friends.
Yes.
Before citizens. That's the sad reality.
Yes.
So I think it's high time we start putting ourselves first in everything, and not just school. I'm not saying don't go to school. Go to school, know how to read, know how to speak, know how to defend yourself. So allow your kids to explore talent. So at the end of the day, you have less problems to address to the government. So aside our government, I think our parents are also our problems. So parents, it's time for
I think, like it's a charity begins at home, and it is one of the, yes, the government needs to put facilities in place. When you mentioned that federal character thing, I said it's not a big deal for them to set a structure that enables people to actually serve 35 years. And you know that this will actually serve,
of course,
and retire at that 55, 60.
See, 55
and go and rest, so that the younger people can be absorbed into the system. It's not a hard thing to do. If the government can be able to implement this, then the family on its own part can be able to encourage children to do other things. I mean, so guys, you've heard it, just like the beautiful lady said, it's not just enough. Yeah, the parents have a major role to play. Encourage, not my child must be lawyer, my child, for what? Even the other advanced countries we're looking up to, people that do skilled work are the ones that earn more money. You see, they are plumbers, carpenters, they're making a lot of money. It's not everybody that wear tie and pants in the office. For what? The narrative has to change. And of course, also, the government does have a major role to play in this also. Imagine people, okay, someone like Edna, maybe you did not get to, go into broadcasting and media, and you need to, go on with the carpentry and stuff. You would sort of need some form of grants, loans to expand.
True,
you don't want to be a local carpenter now.
Of course.
True. You want to be a major furniture maker.
Yeah.
Of course. So somehow the government does have a role to play. And for those people that want to be absorbed into, government work, you have served. That was what brought us to here.
Yeah.
But the fact that you've served Nigeria, you are eligible for a government work. Federal government, state government, local government.
Yes,
do you understand?
That's my point.
So if they could set out a way by which those ones that have served for 35 years, they are not going to every year they are
there 45, meaning
every year.
And you that have served and out, you want to go and seek for the employment, they are telling you 10 years experience. Not more than, whereas there are granny are there, still occupying office.
Right.
Yeah, that's what makes the population unemployment increase. So they have work to do on that aspect.
And some of these people, you go to the office and they cannot operate basic.
They can't, because they don't absorb the youth inside the system.
Anyway, guys, we cannot finish this topic.